Hi guys, I'm Rydog here at ESA Marathon Winter 2019, and you guys are about to watch The Slater by Truljin. Hope you guys are gonna enjoy the run.
Now, so have fun.
Let me head back to the main menu. Okay, let me start. Okay, so welcome to the Slater. This is a first-person Hitman game. Came out last year. It's a very short game. Only has about 6 levels, and I'm gonna do it in the Glitchless category because I find it to be it's a bit more challenging.
Okay.
So here we go. So I'm playing the latest version of the game because they were nice enough to actually add stuff to the levels that made it even easier, so and faster. So I'm gonna play on easy because that makes the run faster by dumbing down the AI and stuff. So we can do some pretty fun stuff with that. So I'm gonna skip doing the 2 major glitches of this game, which is boosting yourself over walls and stuff, and also abusing the slowdown mechanic of the game to rapid fire your pistol. So I'm not gonna do any of that. Thank you for the notification. So this level is very straightforward. Not a whole lot we have to do here. I've actually changed small changes to this level and the last one for the marathon because they're a bit too risky and we don't want to reset the level. So this one is very straightforward.
Hey man, you okay?
Okay, so I'm gonna deal with this guy here. Normally we would bait him out, but I'm just gonna kill both of them. Guards do react to, screams and sounds and stuff, but if they're on the other side of the wall, they normally just turn around and that's it. They don't really investigate or anything. If you're normally you fail a level because a civilian is alerted, and you just run to like the nearest authority, and then everyone's alerted and you die pretty much instantly.
Everything good?
There's no way to recover from that except if you use the rapid fire glitch. So that's the first level done. I only have 5 left. First one's very straightforward. So this is the Kellers. This is a private party that we have to attend, and they have some. We have to deal with both of these, both of the Kellers, and we also have to grab some documents, and that's pretty much the whole level.
Evening.
So in the glitched run here, you would actually boost yourself over this instead of grabbing a disguise and an invitation. Luckily, you can just go around the corner here, and you can find 2 civilians who are waiting to
Tom,
go to the
or
party.
what?
You go on it.
There we go. Perfect. So now we can head inside. The thing with doing this as a glitchless run, timing is everything.
Hello there.
So I want to hit every single important timing of each level as much as possible. So here we go. I'm gonna go into this room here to grab the bodyguard outfit. And my goal here right now is to grab the rat poison inside this shed here. Because this target, she started moving now, she will drink from this glass of wine in the kitchen. So we want to poison her as soon as possible. So we managed to get that one down. And now we need to wait for the guy to enter his office, which is in here. But while I'm waiting for him, I can just access the elevator down to the basement, and it's always the same code for these. They're not randomized, so no matter what difficulty. So while I'm waiting for the guy to enter his office, I just go downstairs. You can skip getting this guy's here. I'm gonna get it because it's a marathon run. We don't want to reset, so it's a bit risky to do that. Yes, I would like you close, please. Thank you. And it's the same code to this door.
Richard and Catherine said we gotta guard these guys until the party's over, and we gotta make sure these.
So now we have the documents. Now we've done the whole setup with poisoning Mrs. Keller and then waiting for Mr. Keller to enter his office. So now we just go back up and deal with both of them, and we can just head off to the next level.
The entire gang was linked to narcotics.
We're actually pretty good timing here. I have to wait a bit longer than usual because I'm going a bit faster. So we wait for Keller. There he is. He opens the door even though the door is already open. That's cool.
Everything good?
And
Hello there.
Mrs. Keller, she will be in the bathroom down here. There's a sense of
Everything
poison
good?
there. Here we go. That's that level done. We're almost halfway through already. I think
Good evening.
I'm not completely wrong here. I think Twitch chat will like the next level quite a bit. So another cool category of this game is called Stealth Master, which is you stealth, everything. You don't kill anyone. You just stealth through everything. Though that category right now uses glitches.
Okay, Mark.
I would like to do that category without glitches at some point. So my goal here is to
Hello, sir. No, don't hurt me, please.
get this key card. Thank you.
The afternoon of
You can bypass the guards, but it's actually this is faster. So it's a bit faster, not a lot. So this is one of the levels. From this point on, the levels get more and more complicated with more floors and people to deal with, and just timing in general gets worse and worse for each level. So really all the levels start the same way. Really, you make sure you get
Hey,
the
man,
outfit
you
that
look
you
like you
need,
need a lap
get
dance.
the keys that you need, get ready to because you're waiting anyway for certain timings to happen, so you might as well go grab that while you wait.
Hey, man, you look like you need a lap.
So now my first target has made it into this private room in the back, or in the middle of the building. So we can now deal with our first target. Oh. Here we go. One down. Now, spending all this time dealing with this one guy has made the next target actually
Hey,
move
man, you look
from
like
this
you
up
need a
area
lap dance.
with the bar into his room up here, and he's I don't know, he's snorting something. I'm not sure what it is, but now we can deal with this guy, and he's got the key card which we need to do the next part. Now, so far this has been like the easy part of this level. I'm gonna try and do like the pretty much I'd say this is like the hardest skip in this run, this category.
Yeah, well, if everything goes as planned, Hector says the job will be done by the end of the night.
So I have to go down to the basement. I'm gonna deal with this guard. He has the outfit that I need. Go. So I'm down here to kill a guy, but also grab the D-Pain device, which is a device they use to make drugs. So we have to do both of those things before we head off. But this is like the hardest skip because if you don't time it perfectly, the reaction time of the guy on the left is gonna actually alert the whole level. Okay, I thought I fired there, but I managed to recover that, so that's fine. So now we're done with Hector. We can now go down and grab the D-Pain device. Go. No better bats than I, because we're VIP guard, and that's it. So now we can head all the way back. I'm gonna go in the other direction here, because there's an elevator that leads up to
Move your ass, damn it.
the
We ain't got all
place we
goddamn
actually stopped by right at the start of the level. So this will allow me to go right up to the van pretty much. So yeah, this is the third level, so we're about halfway through now.
Considered armed and dangerous if you have seen either Dean Olsen or his accomplice.
Okay, there we go. Now we're gonna do the spa level. In this category, this is actually the only level we do, or the only level where we get the ranking as a stealth master.
Good to have.
So this is where it starts to get really annoying to deal with all these targets that you have.
We need to be a man.
And this is one of those levels I rerouted several times for this category.
Anyway, I think I've only seen one man.
So as with all other levels, I have to start with grabbing some keys and key cards. But to even get into this like card only gets me into the first part. So to get into the spa, you need to actually change to robe. So we're gonna do that.
Hello there.
Now we can enter this part of the spa. We're not gonna stay here for long though, because I'm gonna grab another card that's just hanging around. And now we can. They don't really care like where you go at this point,
Hello there. Long day,
unless
yeah?
you go into the very back of the building, which we're not gonna do with the robe. So even after rerouting this level several times for this category, I still had to wait for this target over here. So like I'm not really in a rush. Then I borrow this key card from the staff in here. So this is the guy I need to kill, right there, at this point. But I'm gonna have to wait a bit, which is fine. It takes roughly 10 or so seconds to wait for him to enter his room on the opposite side here. There's actually a ventilation shaft that leads into his room, so you can do that, but it turns out to be way slower because you have to climb a ladder and everything. So it's actually not a good idea. There we go. And by staying on this side here, I can actually access the back part of the like what the staff use, and this will go through all the floors. So this allows me to go all the way down to the basement where we have 2 targets, or well, technically 1, but we can grab 2 of them here. But I'm gonna start by getting the construction worker outfit. This will allow me to go all the way back up where I just left pretty much, and enter a area under construction which leads to a
Everything good?
briefcase which I need to bug like a GPS tracker. Now this is pretty weird, but this guy here, he's a heavy sleeper, right? So I can just sprint in his room and he won't wake up. Okay, so having a construction worker outfit allows me to access the very back area of this place, so I don't even have to change my outfit now to deal with the last 2 targets. So I'm just gonna go. This is the same place we were before. But I'm gonna go on the outside this time, and there are 2 guards out here, which you can skip
How's it
with
going,
or
son,
without the
man?
glitch, or you just have the right outfit. Same code again. It's pretty nice. So this is Luke, I believe. Yeah, and he likes to fly every time. I don't know, some weird physics going on. Now I have 1 target in the basement, and he patrols around. There are at least 2 guards in this room. So what I'm doing here is I'm baiting him. I'm shutting down the server or whatever it is, and he will investigate what's going on. And that way we can just kill him without anyone noticing. You can also bait him to the other side. So like there are several ways you can solve these levels, which is nice. Yeah, so that's the spa done. So I just have to go back to the van now, and we're going to go to the dungeon. There we go. Stealth Master, only level where we're getting. So the dungeon is, I'd argue that this was the hardest one to do. Even though the hotel is like has more targets and floors and stuff, this one was actually harder to route for this category. So to get every single timing down on this level, I'm gonna have to start this level by waiting. There is a way to get into the police station through ventilation shaft, but it turns out that even though it might be just a few seconds faster, it actually screws with every single other timing in this level, which makes the whole level just longer in general. So I'm just gonna wait here for the police to show up. So even though I'm wasting time, it's actually still faster, since we're not doing any glitches as well. Don't mind me. Gotta wait for this chef to walk away. There we go. Okay, and then hide the body, very important. Okay, so with that done, we can now start doing everything.
Hey, you
Deal with
okay?
all these guys, and we still are very heavily timed on this level. So start by going up here. There's a guy with a briefcase. We also have to deal with the chef, because if a civilian panics, like if I leave that guy, he will run to like a guard out here, and then
Hey, you okay?
they're alerted, and I actually failed the level because they will kill me. So with that done, we can now head into the police station. Here we have to deal with one guy and grab a USB stick. The guy we have to deal with is upstairs, but luckily someone decided to put the key card in the room right next to where we have to go, so that's nice. So this will trigger the alarm upstairs, which will make these guards go away. Like I can't go past these guys with the police uniform. And this guy, he can spawn in 1 out of 2 places, and now he spawned on the right, which hasn't happened in like 10 runs or something. It doesn't really matter where he spawns. It's just as quick. So with that done, we now go talk to our
You okay?
contact. He's
Shut your mouth.
in the
I'll
interrogation
unscrew
room
your head
here.
and take a shit.
There's a cutscene here where he dies. We did not kill him, but he dies. Gives us the USB memory stick. And
you
with
okay?
that, we have a pretty good pace here. So I think we're gonna have to wait roughly 10 seconds or something,
Long day.
I'd guess, for the last guy. So this level is called the dungeon because there's a nightclub called the dungeon on this level. And one of the targets is the guy who owns the nightclub. And he likes to walk around his nightclub a lot with some women following him. But when he's in his office, he's alone. So luckily there's this building in the middle of this level, and his office is in that window. So if we just wait for him, he shows up alone and we just kill him. There we go. No fall damage, feels good. Yeah, that is the dungeon
Get your
level.
fresh hot soup and
We only have 1 level to go, which obviously is the hardest one and longest one. The last level is called Vindict Hotel. You have way too many targets on this level, like 5, 6 at least. So there are a lot of them. And like I said, I changed the route just a bit. I'll get to that when I get to that point, but it's just to not have to reset this level, since it's a long one. So I think there are like 5 or 6 floors even, if you count the basements. It's ridiculous. So getting everything to time perfectly on this one was a real pain, but we managed to do it. So I'm gonna start once again by getting a key card from this nice staff member, and this will allow me to enter this, I think it's a break room here for staff, and there's a janitor in here who's got a key. There we go. And now I'm gonna head downstairs. I'm not gonna go downstairs on this side, and that's because there's a changing room down in the basement on the other side where we're going now for waiters.
Hey, handsome.
No, thank you.
You wanna hit a home run? I'll be staying in room 308. Take this key card
Hey.
and visit me anytime
Yeah, you.
want.
You talking to me?
Yeah.
What's up, man?
No. Yeah, so we're in now the waiter outfit. We
Good
can now walk
evening.
into like the relaxing spa area as much as we want. And my target is in that pool there. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna change the temperature of it. So now it's way too hot. Now I'm just gonna have to wait for this lady to move away. There we go. And I can just move this guy into this next room. I have to move him because he's basically he just goes into that room and just walks around. So that should be fine. Don't mind the blood. They don't notice that, so it's fine. So with that done, I'm now gonna head all the way upstairs to the top floor. And on the top floor we have quite a few targets to deal with. The first one is very straightforward. It's just a guy that likes to go outside and smoke, so we can easily kill him. There we go. And there are metal detectors here. Since we have a waiter outfit,
Everything good? Hey,
no one
what's up?
cares, right? Because we're staff, so they don't mind the metal detector at all. Now we have to kill about 4 of these guys. So we place a bomb inside that room, and while I wait for them to get in position, I'm gonna drop down here to the safe. Grab another depain device, because of course they have more than one. And if I do that quickly, I don't have to worry about the guard, because that guard just starts moving as soon as you're done with the safe, or he starts moving really quickly. So
Hey, what's
here,
up?
normally what you would do is go down the elevator and then blow the bomb and just keep doing what you're
Everything
supposed to
good?
do. But the problem is that it's very, very hard to do at a marathon, so we're not doing that this time. I'll deal with this waiter, pull the detonator, and this will kill all the guys inside that room where I planted the
Everything
bomb. So with that done, we can now head down to the
good?
basement and do the very last thing for this run. And for the last thing, we don't even have to do anything. I mean, we don't have to use any weapons or anything. So we need to find a contact called Jacob, and he's in the at the very bottom of this building, being heavily guarded. There we go. Obviously we can't, we have a waiter outfit, so we can't walk past those
Tutorial
guards.
says we're gonna get paid after he gets the deal done with that Middle East sheik.
So
That shouldn't take too long. Hey, Henry.
someone has
Someone
left
at
a
TV.
guard outfit here, because, I don't know, why not?
Found dead, and the police say they have no
And
eyewitnesses
Jacob
or
is
suspects
right
at
here.
this time.
There's a cutscene
Police
here that
believe
explains a lot. We thought he was a nice guy, but turns out he isn't. You can actually kill him there if you want to, but we just walk away. Yeah, so now we're done. We just have to go back to our van. So go up 4 flight of stairs, like so, and we're at the entrance. This place is very confusing. Like, I don't blame anyone if they can't follow like the layout of this
Welcome
place.
to Vindix Hotel.
It's crazy. And time. Yeah, that's the Slater glitchless.
Good evening,
we got
everyone.
revenge on our
Welcome
father's
to VTT
murder.
News. I'm David Hoffman. The top news of the day.
Yeah, thank
There
you so
has
much
been
for
a
watching.
major breakthrough in the
Hello again. So you've just watched a very, very awesome run. I loved it. It was amazing by Truljin. And yeah, I loved it, really. Well, I don't know what else to say. It was very skillful, it was very challenging, and I'm really glad that Truljin managed to do everything right. So, what do we have next, Ginny?
So coming up next is... I don't think this is updated right, but the
All Within too, isn't it?
Is it? Yeah. It's not... The thing isn't right? It is?
Sorry, we've got some issues. Okay, I think we are getting something new, something unannounced, something which is a total mystery. Okay, a surprise, which is cool.
Haunted Island. The Haunted Island.
Okay, I'm staying here. I'm watching that because
Patska's looking at me with the brightest smile ever. Yeah, so I'm scheduling. I should know this. You can blame me if anything else goes wrong. Anyway, very interesting run coming up next. I just wanted to mention that there are a couple of late donation incentives coming up later.
Yeah, it's cool because like we have this run, so we have more time to complete these bits. That's great.
I don't have the numbers on top of my head, but on Saturday we'll have a Kingdom Hearts 3 run.
Oh yeah.
Shameless plug right here.
Oh yeah.
We have a few incentives for that, so be sure to check that out on our page.
Yeah, definitely do that.
Yeah.
There's also the Pokemon one, isn't it?
Yeah, Pokemon Let's Go. There's Pokemon names. I don't remember all incentives.
Yeah, but people can go to the website and check it and
there's
donate.
a lot more incentives than just the coming up one, so be sure to check out all of them when you donate for our event right here.
And there is an incentive for the next game that's going to be after this surprise one, which is a costume for the Evil Within 2. So you can bid for that. It will be fun. It's going to be really, really cool. You should do that. We love your donations. We love your comments. So don't forget to write something nice for us. We'll be happy to read it out.
Yeah, and also don't forget to share the stream. Post it on Facebook, Twitter, everywhere. Talk about it. Use the hashtag ESA Winter 19 if you want to talk about us event on Twitter. Yeah, I think we're all set, right?
Yeah, totally.
So coming up next, the Haunted Island with Makebak.
Yeah. Have fun and enjoy the run.